All right, we're going to get started in just a second. Thank you so much for joining me again today for another fun project. This is kind of an all-occasion card that you can send it to somebody for a number of reasons. It's so pretty. So let's get started. In your packet, you should have your card base, which is probably already pre-folded because it doesn't fit in my cellophane envelopes. And then I'm going to make another one of this green piece. But you're going to have this pretty yellow. You're going to have this pretty yellow piece. I did have enough for everybody, but I didn't have enough to make the samples to show you. Instead of this light mint green, your background is going to be this, it's called Bumblebee, this yellow background. So I hope you like it. So let me go over the parts with you. This is 4 1/4 by 11, so you can get 2 out of 1 sheet of cardstock. By putting your cardstock in long ways like this and cutting it down the center will give you 2. And then I scored it at 5 1/2 right here. And then this center panel, I call it, measures 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. Then you have 2 pieces of brown that measure 1 inch by 5 1/2. And then you have little pieces of designer paper. So this is excellent to use from, little scraps that you have. If it's 1 piece, it measures 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. So if you're cutting a big sheet of paper, you could get quite a few. And then I cut it down so that one piece measures 2 1/4 and 1 piece measures 1 1/2. So let's get started. First, we're going to burnish the card, fold it in half. Like I said, yours is probably already folded in the bag because if I leave it big, it doesn't fit. So the first thing I want to do is I want to put these 2 pieces of brown panel. So I'm going to use my wet glue. You know me. Those of you that have done classes for a while know that I tend to use the wet glue. So I want this to be exactly on the edge. So I'm going to stand my card up to make sure that it's even with my card, just like that. That's the easiest way I have found to do it. So again, some more wet glue. Set it there, stand it up. Make sure it's even. And press in the bone folder. Now I'm going to check down here. See, this one is just, I must have not cut it exactly the same. So I'm just going to open up my card. Take a nice pair of sharp scissors. Using the edge of my cardstock, just trim that down. Yeah. I might find that with the center panel too. Yeah, looks like I'm going to. I must not have cut the card bases exactly right. So let's put this center panel on with some Tombow or whatever preference. You can use your tape runner here. It doesn't have to be the wet glue if that's your preference. This is going to overlap your 2 edges a little bit. I wanted to make sure that it created a nice finished look. So you want it right up to the edge of your fold. yep, you can see. So let's trim that. I probably should have waited till I had it all done, but I didn't. Clean off my scissors here. All right, get rid of that scrap. So this is what it should look like right now. So we're going to take the larger panel and we're going to put it up flush down here and the smaller one flush up here. So this time you just want a border on each side, not on 3 sides, just on 2 sides. We want to make sure that this is right up flush with the edge of our card. Trying to get the same amount on each side. Once you're happy with that positioning, you can take your bone folder and really make sure that it's sealed well. I'm going to do the same up top. This piece doesn't look like it's... Huh. Let me check something. Looks like my piece is cut wrong. I probably grabbed the wrong one. Let me check something. Oh, it's going to be fine. Okay, so let's put some Tombow. I'm a one-man operation here, so occasionally I do make mistakes, and if I've made one on yours, I apologize. All right. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going to make sure that it's adhered well. And then, as you can see, sometimes I stamp wrong, and that's the beauty of stamping. You have 2 sides of paper. So that's going to fit right between those 2. So there you have it. You could decorate it with some ribbon if you wanted to, or some blings if you wanted to. I did not provide any. Sometimes you just need to send a card because, you know, and to me this is one of those. I like to just send a note just because sometimes, especially in this trying time that we're having with the virus and stuff, it's so nice to get mail. I call it a hug in the mail. So until next time, you have a great day. Stay safe, be kind, and take care of yourself. Goodbye.